Oh my
No.
God, I don't. My mom's a retired first grade teacher, and she cracked me up because at the end of her career, she was like, "They keep giving updates to the software and adding new things. I don't want new things."
No.
No. No. When
Is that
Max
the
stopped
theme?
being
Is that the theme
Yes.
today?
I think
So-
so.
Yes.
I
Let
think
it be.
so.
But
Just
yes.
let it right here. Stasis.
Leave it go. We don't need any updates. We don't want any new software. I don't want anything moved. Leave it the fuck alone and don't take any more space in my brain. Okay.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Hi, it's so nice to see you
Oh
all.
my God, Nikki, it is so good to be with a like-minded individual. On this
We like to start off with a
Absolutely.
rant. It's good. We're in our rant phase.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but we're so excited to have you on the show. Just especially, from the podcast and the show just being so much about female friendship and everything. And that's what we love to represent. And women, getting older and like all the things that come with it and everything. So we're so excited to have you. It's an honor, seriously.
Seriously, thank you for having me. I just love the three of you. I think you're first of all, anytime you get people together and females together, and it doesn't have to be females, it can be really whoever, but anytime we get that energy together where we're all just sharing and cracking ourselves open, I'm like, let's go. I feel like it's free therapy. Like every time I do a podcast, I'm like, I think I just had therapy.
Yes.
Oh, 100%.
Right?
And sometimes I'm like, oh, like it's like therapy where I'm like, I don't know, I'm not feeling up to it. And then I always feel like 1,000 times better afterwards.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. If we could get like government sponsored brunch, I think the world would be a better place.
Oh my God.
That's a great idea. I love brunch, and I love.
I'm
anything
running
that's
on
free.
it. That's what I'm running on.
Whoa.
It's my platform.
Babs actually is very good at. She knows where all the free, not all, like where all the free. She knows where a lot of free hotel breakfasts are in Los Angeles.
I
That's
mean,
pretty
honestly,
close.
but there's not many worth it, right? So I feel like
Yeah.
the
That's the
biggest one
problem.
worth it is, oh my God, how am I, Embassy Suites. We all know Embassy Suites has the elite.
I did
Breakfast.
not know.
You
don't
didn't know this?
Babs. I didn't know this. There's one
No.
across the street from my house down in the desert, and I'm like,
What
have
are
I
you
been missing
doing?
out?
Go
I don't
over
know.
there. Embassy Suite, because they're not like your typical like spongy egg, when
That's
it's
the
like
problem.
it's
Yes.
one square of egg that all comes off in
hate
one
the
piece.
square
It's the
of egg.
nastiest thing you've ever seen.
And you're like,
No,
is that egg?
they
Is
have
it?
guys who they make your scramble or your thing for you. They have a chef that makes
All right,
to
well.
order omelets.
I gotta,
and-
you guys. I really loved being here, so I gotta go.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Literally,
I don't blame
11
you.
here.
I'm
worked
sorry,
out.
it is late. It's too you're out of. It is only till like
No.
10:30 or something. So you just missed
Probably
it.
10:30. Yeah.
But I have good
Depending-
news
oh,
for
that-
you. Embassy Suites does have a happy hour. So if you go over there like 5 p.m.,
she knows.
you're gonna get a quesadilla and a free
I
drink.
didn't know this. This is gonna
And then you
change
hop
my
over
whole
to the
life.
DoubleTree and you get your cookie.
You get your
and then you
cookie.
go- Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
What
yeah.
have I missed out on? Jeez.
And honestly, but you have to but make sure you don't go in through the main entrance. Go in through a side. Go in
Oh
through
my
the
gosh,
side.
now we're doing like now
we're
we're
frauds.
in thievery. Now I'm
Oh,
an
Yeah,
undercover
but
spy.
look, where's that omelet gonna go? In someone else's mouth? No.
No,
It makes
in
the
your
eggs
belly.
taste better to have like a sprinkle of grift, I think, honestly. Makes most things just a little bit better to me.
Yeah.
Exactly. I agree.
Yeah. Because I was
Glad
at
we
a
got that
hotel
out of the
recently.
way. Yeah.
I know. I was at a hotel recently, and breakfast was supposed to end at 10, but they ended it at 9:30, and a bunch of us came down at like 9:40.
Of course.
No,
And
yeah.
were furious in the lobby together, just like what? No, the last 10 minutes of breakfast at a hotel, that's rush
A
hour.
revolution.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's everyone coming down like
Did
their
they
little
did they like
goblins
re-
just
did
to,
they
like,
extend it
make
or
a
what
plate.
happened?
Yeah, what happened? What'd you do?
No,
guys were just
they
shit
did
out of
not
luck?
give a fuck. They just were like, they're like, sorry, breakfast closed at 9:30 today, and we're like, where's the sign? Where's this? And they just closed it up in front of
No.
us. I've never felt more
I think
powerless,
that's illegal.
frankly, in
I
my
think they
life.
should all go to
That's
jail.
when my Karen comes out and
too.
someone gets a very annoyed email, and I was so sorry for
I
that.
know. Yeah. It was,
But like,
really
not to be
frustrating.
like, not to be devil's advocate, but a little bit to be devil's advocate. Like, if you're the hotel person, what do you give a shit? Like,
Of course, you don't.
Like,
So why are you
course you
closing
don't.
up early?
Yeah.
Keep it open.
Yeah.
Come
So
on,
yeah,
man.
then you don't care. You should not care to the benefit of people, not to the unbenefit.
right.
Yeah. Stay till 10:30, man. Keep
true.
those. Keep
Yeah,
that
like don't
waffle
put
mix
anything
out
away
there.
ever.
It's true.
Don't put
Yeah.
anything away ever. Just
all
leave
right.
the eggs out until 4
Oh,
p.m.
I mean, it's gonna taste the same as it did in the beginning, so
Exactly.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's a
'Cause, I mean,
timeless moment.
Here's my thing with the egg brick. Like, how? What if we do, like reverse engineer the egg brick?
It's powdered.
Is
Oh,
it
God.
powdered?
Yeah, they're like powdered eggs.
Oh God.
Mhm.
Now I'm not
So it's
going
a-
anywhere. I'm
Right.
not going
Sorry,
anywhere.
MRE.
sorry.
No.
Don't eat anything.
Don't eat
fine.
anything for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you're actually becoming a prepper when you eat the egg brick because that is
You are, because
prepper
that's what's
food.
in those like emergency
Yeah.
food
Mhm.
things. Okay, let's
Okay.
whatever.
God.
We're
Nikki.
done. We're done with this,
Nikki,
Nikki.
we really are excited to have you here. We absolutely love Dying for Sex.
Aw.
Honestly, like seriously, you made such a the show just like changed my brain. Honestly, like it's
thank
one of
you.
those shows like it's hilarious, it's like profound, it's beautiful.
Mm.
Like really, congratulations on
Aw.
making truly just such a beautiful show.
Thank you. I mean, I can't take the. I mean, I can take. I can say thank you from Molly's heart, right? Because she like this is her beautiful, sweet little life that has this ripple effect. But it took so many amazing people to make it all happen. But I take.
course.
I say grateful. I am so grateful, and I take the compliment and thank you. But it's on behalf of so many amazing souls that really.
Yeah,
wanted to
you can
tell. Her
you can
story.
tell how much like love went into
Right?
just all
you
of
can
it.
feel it, right? Okay,
sure.
I'm so glad that comes
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, and I mean, I think I don't know. Tell us about I know it's been obviously a few years since you finished the podcast, and now you had the TV show come out. But just tell us like how you felt kind of putting the podcast out, and then the genesis of all of it afterwards, and kind of telling your your story with Molly again.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Just tell us about the process of
Yeah,
it.
no, I love that you asked because it was there was nothing linear about this journey with her health and also with
Right.
the trying to navigate this interesting business that we are in. Wow.
Interesting. That's a good
Right.
word.
Oh, God, I can
Wonderful.
only imagine.
Right? Like it
Just a
feels like I'm
development
always
person.
just eating powdered eggs sometimes. just eating them.
It's a great.
It's a good
Yep.
metaphor.
And you're liking it.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is delicious. No, I have to say, one of my favorite parts about the story is that Molly and I did the podcast. We recorded it with the hopes of doing a season 2, and then she got very, very ill and went to the hospital. And we had these 10 episodes that were kind of about all of the sex and the fun and the juiciness, and we never thought about how the story would end, oddly enough, because you're kind of in that magical thinking and you're in that fog together and thinking, we're just going to be in this forever. We're going to be on this little ride forever. And then when she got really sick and went into the hospital, I kept recording with her, not knowing how any of that was going to tie together. But I thought, well, I'm just going to release these 10 episodes on YouTube because I couldn't find anywhere else to do. I didn't know what to do. And then I finally reached out to Wondery. And this is one of my favorite parts of this whole journey was that the CEO of Wondery is a man named Hernan Lopez, and now he's one of my dear friends. But at the time, he was just sort of a business, oh my God, menopause brain. Business.
Associate?
Thank you.
Associate?
There it is.
Guy?
It's always a really easy word that I can't
Like
remember. It's
chair.
not like, yeah.
Oh God, it's
Associate.
happening so much more. Yeah, it's bad.
We know too many words. It's fine.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah.
So he was a business associate, and at the time I just emailed him and just said, I have these 10 episodes. I don't know what to do with them. I think there's something special here. And I never heard back from him. And then there was a day I was sitting in my parking spot in front of my house, and I was just sitting there, and I'm like, I have to get these out. But I think I'm going to email that guy one more time from Wondery. So I reached out and I said, hey, not to be the squeaky wheel, but here I am.
Yeah.
Just wanted to touch base, make sure you got my email. And if not, I think I'm going to release these episodes very soon because she's close to dying. And he had not gotten my first email. So the first lesson is like,
Wow.
always send a
Yes.
follow-up. Like,
I
always
love
send a
that.
follow-up, right? Like, just what's the worst they're going to say is like, no, okay.
Totally.
All right.
Yeah.
And so he said, please don't release it. I'd love to meet with you. And I think 3 days later, I went into his office and I met with him and I talked about her and the show. And he said, can I meet her? And he went to the hospital
Oh my God.
and he met Molly on Valentine's Day, 3 weeks before she passed, and said,
Wow.
I'm gonna help tell your story. We're gonna figure this out. So
Oh my God.
I know,
Wow.
right? So like when I tell you the journey of making this into a show, it was always a labor of love and always pushing the boulder up the hill, but I didn't want to give up because it meant so much to me to help tell her story. So that's how the podcast started. Molly ended up 3 weeks after that passing away. And I had all of these recordings. I had her book. I had her blog. I had her phone with every text message that she had back
Oh
and
my
forth with.
God.
I saw more dick pics than I have ever. I was like, oh. I have seen every shape, size. I didn't even know some existed that looked like that. And so, with the beauty of going to Wondery is they paired me up with Stephanie Jens, who was my executive producer, and we shaped those 6 episodes to be what you listen to. And it was some of the most important work I've ever done in my life. And I got to carry her with me for such a long time. And so, yeah, that's how the podcast came to be. And then the interest from FX came soon after, and it's just been such a gift. I had no idea it was gonna turn into this.
Well, I love it because you talk about her wanting to leave her mark and everything, and
Yeah.
obviously she has
Yeah.
with you as well. So it's just it's perfect.
Yeah.
And this is such a silly aside, but I'm like geeked out to that you are friends with Hernan Lopez because I've heard his name so many times.
Really?
At the end of at the end of every Wondery thing, you're like Hernan Lopez, okay, and I'm like, oh hell yeah, you hung out.
He's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, he really changed my life, and he changed Molly's life, and he took a risk on a show about death and sex. So let me tell you, not easy to find advertisers to be like, oh, let me put my ad
Right.
on that show.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
really took a risk, and so did John Landgraf at FX in 20th Century. Like, they took a risk of telling a story that is not shiny and cool. It's like you really have to be able to face yourself to face the show, and I think it's found its audience, and I'm so fucking grateful. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm blown away, you guys, because I didn't know how it would land, and I hadn't really thought about it honestly, which is funny because I'm such a thinker aheader where I'm like, well,
Yeah.
is everybody gonna like me? Is this gonna are they
Yeah.
gonna like it? I kind of didn't care. I was like, we're just doing what we're doing and putting it into the world. I mean, I cared, but I wasn't attached to the outcome. And the fact that so many people have found it and cracked themselves open and have been willing to like go to some pretty dark places within yourself that you have to watch a show about death and sex and abuse and what you do with the time that you have left and falling in love with yourself. Like, those aren't easy topics. So I was kind of blown away by it finding its audience, like, and everybody being willing. So I was proud of I was proud because don't even get me started with like where we are in the world and how like I've lost
Well, yeah.
faith in humanity. And now I'm like,
Right.
there are normal ones like us out there.
Well, I think people are like still very hungry right now for like substantive content, and like there really
Yeah.
isn't that much of it. And it's just like, yes, I actually do want to be challenged by my media and want to like really feel the depths of what I am capable of. My dynamic range of emotion is so important to maintain, I think.
That's a beautiful way to put it. Yeah.
And I think too, experiencing your story as a podcast just felt so natural, like as my first like initial introduction to it, because it's like such an intimate medium,
Yeah.
and what you guys are talking about is so intimate, and yeah, you're right. It is like it's a show that like you are touching on. Obviously, it's about death, but also, I think in the way that you executed it, like the listener is caught by surprise by how quickly Molly's health declines, because like at first it is such just a show, like you forget that Molly is sick as the
Yeah.
listener,
Right.
because you guys are just like that's entertaining, like hearing you guys just talk about her wild sex stories, it's just really entertaining.
Yeah. I'm so glad we really, I wanted everyone to experience the life of her, right? We wanted to start with like, she's alive and look how great she's absorbing all these moments and just sucking the most out of life that she can. Oh, that's
Well, literally in her hospital bed.
Literally, yeah.
wow. That was so like, I said it and I was like, as the words were coming, I was like, oh no. But she really was just doing that. And I wanted the listeners to really go on that journey with her of losing parts of her body, but falling in love with herself as we. And I think we did a pretty good job at doing that. And I think people went on that really deep journey with her. And I think there's nothing more profound than hearing advice about life from somebody who's facing death. And I was amazed that we could handle so much in such a short amount of time of episodes. But that's
Yeah.
Molly. That's just how she was. So she gave us that permission to do that. It wouldn't have worked with somebody that wasn't willing to go so deeply within themselves. You know?
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, and I feel like you were obviously your relationship is why, you bring it out of her, and like the discussions you both have, are something you could really only talk to, I think, in that level with
Right.
with your best friend,
Yeah.
And I love like how, I mean, obviously she was so strong in so many ways, but especially when she, found out how sick she was and then divorcing her husband. I mean, that's like, I like you said, like a lot of people you might be like, oh, I need security, I need safety, and she
Right.
just said, no, I need to experience things I've never experienced, and I don't want to be stuck in something where I'm not being fulfilled, and like that from the beginning is just such an incredible, moment, and I think again, like so impactful for women to hear, especially as we get older and I mean, I think about it a lot. I'm like, oh, I'm so scared of like, getting older and what that means and with my relationship and everything else. And just remembering that like the most important relationship is with yourself. And I loved that, her talking about that at the end. That was her biggest discovery, was falling in love with her. Oh, falling in love with herself.
And we got to go on that with her because I don't think that's where she. I remember there was a moment in the hospital. I think it's on the podcast where I'm like, do you think about sex? And she's like, no, like not at all. And I remember her body was, we used to make fun of her body. Oh my God. We used to make fun of her body because after every procedure, like something would be swollen. And so we had this episode that was originally called The Mullet of Legs because we said her leg was like, two different versions of itself, like a party in the, what was it, business at the bottom, party on the top. Like, it made zero sense. We took stupid jokes and like unraveled them to it. But we were like, oh, my leg is a mullet. And I was like, oh, it is. The top is like a party and the bottom's like very business. It was so dumb. Doesn't even make any sense. But we used to make fun of her, like, and she'd be like, God, I just need to get back to normal and get back to sexy because I want to get back to like being out there and getting in my body and feeling like a sexual being. And I remember when that shift happened. And I asked her, like, how are you feeling about your body? And she's like, completely, I don't even think about it. And so unattached from that part. And I don't care if I'm sexy. Like, I don't care if I look pretty, but the funny thing is, you guys, is that every time I'd walk into the hospital room, she just had this glow about her because she was doing the deepest, most profound work of her life, and it was just kind of coming out of her. Like she was glowing, but she was so sick. I even said, I think you're the prettiest sick person I've ever seen. Like she was just doing all the dirty work, and it was coming out like as this beautiful glow,
Well, and when you're talking too about her being so sick in the hospital and like having this like energy to like just finish her book, I thought that was so
right,
like profound and beautiful, and like it just dovetails so like beautifully into what you ended up doing with her story. It's like,
thank you. Yeah,
you guys are really like, it's like, and that's what I think is another thing that's so compelling about the show is like, yes, it's about sex and Molly has all these great sex stories and you guys tell it, but like I think there's something so true and real and universal about like, but at the end of the day, it's also like your girlfriends.
Yeah.
And like the people you tell these wild sex stories to, and like that love. And like that is really like the stability in the center of all this experimentation that she's doing.
It
with, like,
is,
you guys'
yeah.
relationship.
Because if you think about it, so I love that you said that because I hadn't thought about this yet. That even though she'd have these sexual escapades, when it really matters is when she brought it back to me, right? She was
Totally.
like,
Yeah.
"Let me tell you what happened and how I experienced it." So it was like her recall of that. And it's funny because Jenny Slate plays me and Michelle Williams plays Molly. And when we do get to see each other and talk about this together, which is so healing because it's like I get another layer of Molly's story, we always talk about how intimate female friendships are and how just because they're not romantic, it doesn't, I mean, the weight that they carry kind of keeps you buoyed in your life with the rest of your relationships. Like I would be a much different partner if I didn't have my female friendships or my I don't want to label it, it doesn't have to be gender specific, right? But those friendships that just feel like they're the core of who you are. You don't have to apologize. You don't have to sugarcoat. You can be really vulnerable and weird and say all those weird things that come into your mind. And then that person's just kind of going to meet you right in the middle and make space for that. I don't think I would be who I am without those relationships in my other traditional relationships, like as a stepmom and a daughter and a partner. And so I think that what Michelle and Jenny and I are always like, God, like these female friendships are so important. And now the three of us have this really cool little bond that's now its own version of that. Like, how
so
cool is
cool.
that? Like, it's really special.
Beautiful.
And like,
I
yeah,
love that.
truly, like, talk
She's like
about,
my name drop. I'm like Michelle Williams and Jenny
it's like,
Slate.
No big deal.
I was just like,
Can I say-
you guys really hit like won the lot. Like, talk about amazing actresses to play yourselves.
Crazy.
Like,
Yeah.
how would
Crazy.
Molly
Yeah.
feel about being played by
amazing.
Michelle Williams? Like,
Blown away. Well, first of all, Molly had high standards. So like when we would do this dream thing, like fantasy dream sequence of like, if this does happen, like say it would happen, like she was like, oh, it's got to be somebody really willing to like, it can't be, she had some names I won't tell you because I don't wanna, but she was like, it can't be
Yeah.
someone like this. They're just, no, not like that actress. It needs to be. So we had these fantasy dream sequences and I don't even know if she mentioned Michelle Williams because I don't even know if that was a level of thought that we could even have for this project, right? Like, and then when they told me that Jenny Slate was playing me, I remember going, yes, like
Yes.
I hadn't even,
Yeah.
I never really found, I never thought of, it's just something you don't think about. In fact, I would love to ask you, each of you, Brandy, who would you want to play you in a TV show?
Oh my gosh, it's so hard.
Tess, Babs, you gotta, weird,
Oh
right?
my
Like, who would
gosh.
play
yeah.
you?
I actually
Well, I-
don't mind.
Yeah.
And it's Kirsten Dunst.
Oh, yeah, incredible. Great.
Yeah.
Great
No,
Which
answer.
happens
yeah,
to be one of
that's great.
Michelle's really good friends. Okay, Kirsten Dunst.
That is like it's like it is interesting because I feel like and Kirsten Dunst is in this too, where in the same level as Michelle Williams and Jenny Slate, like they're all so incredible. I wouldn't think about them off the top of my head either because
Right?
they're so like
Same.
subtle. I think
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
They're not like in your face. You know what I mean? So they're so incredible, but they wouldn't be on the tip of my tongue for some reason. But when you say the name, you're like, oh my
Right.
God, that's perfect.
Yes.
And they're incredible
Yes.
actors.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I
Okay, I
really
can see Kirsten Dunst for sure.
yes,
Tess.
that's a perfect answer.
I've always
Yeah,
wanted to
man.
be played by Kirsten.
Brandy,
Oh,
you
she's
don't
so
have
good.
one? Do you have
I
one?
mean, honestly, unfortunately, mine. I Brittany Murphy was like my heart like actress. Like I always
totally.
like was like that. I fucking see
You can choose
girl,
her.
so
You
much.
choose
Yes,
her.
that
Yeah.
makes
So I
so
choose
much
her.
sense.
I choose her.
Yeah.
Yeah, Allison Janney later in life. I claim her. I claim
Okay.
her for the
so
for the
good.
sequel.
I see that.
Drop Dead Gorgeous alum only.
Like when you
Yes.
play with
Yeah.
time, you flashback. Yeah.
Yeah, when we play with time, these are my two. That's how I feel. Yeah.
I mean, I can't. My brain is completely blanking. Fuck, I don't know. You guys don't
Yeah,
give me.
I'm really good at this. You should be played by Natasha Lyonne.
Oh,
I
great.
was thinking
Thank you.
Natasha
Yes.
That's
Lyonne
good.
Right?
We're doing.
or,
We got the same hair going on, so
Yeah, and you guys both have like the brassy like thing.
I like
who's
that.
the girl? Okay, this is when I'm like, this is when I sound like my parents. Who's the girl that was in the movie that was not called with Michael
No.
Keaton?
We'll figure it out. Don't worry.
Okay, Michael Keaton was in a really interesting movie about a superhero that was not a normal superhero. What was it called?
Birdman.
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 Who is
Birdman.
the woman in Birdman that played his daughter?
Oh shit.
I can tell you. Hold on one second.
Let's find
Nikki
out. I can't
to the
remember.
rescue.
I
I
can't
loved
remember
that
her
movie. A
name.
lot of people didn't
Is
like
it-
that, but I really
love
liked
that
it.
movie too.
I loved it.
Is it the
Yeah.
girl
Yeah.
that does? Is it the
Loved
girl
it.
that sleeps a lot? Dakota Johnson.
No, what?
Not. I am sorry, but I will talk shit. I do not want her playing me. I fucking don't like her.
Okay.
Oh my God, that's so. I love when we get to the nitty gritty. Like, who do you? Okay, Birdman. Oh, Emma Stone. I can see Emma
Emma
Stone.
Stone.
Oh,
Oh,
Emma
thank
Stone.
you, Beth.
I would love.
I
Oh,
can
okay.
see
I
Emma
choose
Stone.
Emma Stone. I would fucking love.
Okay.
She's
She's
amazing.
Yeah.
she's one of my favorites. Yes.
The
Okay.
girl that
Yeah,
was in the
she'd
movie
be
with
great.
the man who has a weird finger, and it was really Emma Stone. Nikki.
God,
It's
I
not
forgot
that
she was
hard.
in that. She's in so much good
Yeah.
shit.
I
Damn.
know. I could. Yeah. Okay. So
That's
so
okay.
we're
That's-
clear on who
that's
everybody's
okay.
gonna play.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
We got us cast for the podcast version.
For the TV
Right.
version.
of this podcast.
of this
episode.
podcast.
We'll bring Jenny
Right.
back for you, Nikki.
Great.
That's
I
a
love
good
that idea.
cast. That's a really good.
Yeah.
It's a really good cast.
It's pretty great.
It's just
know
of
people-
this
Oh, God.
episode.
Who is
fully.
in Dead to Me? Who is?
Oh,
Linda
it's
Cardellini. People
yes.
say I look
Linda
like Linda Cardellini. I get Linda Cardellini a lot.
Yes, I can see that. I love her. She's great too.
We'll see if she's available. I mean, listen, Jenny might be busy. We have to have our plan B. We have to have our
Totally.
casting.
Yes.
Well, I mean, they have to
Absolutely.
audition.
Yes. Linda
Yeah.
Cardellini also went to the same college as me.
Well,
So-
then,
Did
there
she?
it is. We're good. We got
LMU
her.
alum.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, well, I'm glad we got that figured out.
exactly.
If our listeners, I'm sure, might have people they have ideas for. So if you have them, send them to us because they probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I've
your
gotten-
listeners know you better than you know yourself.
It can be
sure.
scary.
I've gotten Laura Prepon before too.
Oh,
that's
yes, I could see
that's
that.
something I get a lot as well. Yeah.
Or a young Janine Garofalo.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
I like that.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yes.
that would be
Oh my
very
God, I
fun.
could do this forever. I should be a
It's
casting
fun.
director. Yeah.
I so relate to the who's in the Superman with the Michael Keaton. I'm married to a man who's been living in Los Angeles for 20 years, and he'll be like, "Who's that? Who's that guy?" And I'm like, "Brad Pitt." If
That's
they don't
good.
play a sport, he cannot he
Right.
has facial blindness for all celebrities.
For not.
I mean, how did I describe Matthew McConaughey last week?
Oh,
I like.
what'd you say?
Oh my God!
Matthew.
You said
Matthew Mahahay.
Yeah, I was like Matthew Mahay, hey.
no. You said hey, hey, hey. You said hey, hey, hey. And we're like, what? Well, yeah, we're like, oh, you mean Matthew McConaughey?
I mean, all right, all right, all right.
Oh, who
but-
says all right, all right, all right?
Hey,
But then
hey,
we were
you're
like,
like
oh wait,
Fat
but
Albert?
Fat Albert, yeah, we're like Fat Albert says, hey.
But I knew
We got
exactly
there. Yeah,
what
we
you
got
meant.
there. We did.
Hey, hey, hey.
Exactly. It
Is that the
happened.
Kool-Aid Man? No.
Yeah.
Fat Albert?
Matthew Mc-
No.
Now Matthew McConaughey as the Kool-Aid Man. Now that's a movie. I'd like to see that.
There was
Oh
one
my
thing
God.
I literally re-binged the podcast. I finished this morning, so I'm very fresh on it.
Oh, you must be in
thank
attendance. Oh my
you.
God, the last episode of that. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, incredible.
Thank you.
But there was one thing that I was laughing at. As someone who has had many a dalliance with a rando I met on the internet, I'm not unfamiliar with the dick pic and all of it.
Okay.
It was. I was really laughing how you'd always be like, how does someone just show up to a hospital room and get their dick sucked? And I'm like, they're a man. They're the horniest. They will go
do it.
anywhere to come. It is not. So I kept laughing so hard at that because it was always like, who is this guy? And I'm like, yeah, it's just they do
the
that.
guy.
And then he ended up being an amazing guy when you talk to him, like such an incredible. He saw her so the way he described her was beautiful, and I really love that too because I do feel like, yeah, we can kind of sometimes think of those types of situations as disregarding them or something, but it was a really beautiful way to show that they did have a great connection for a little while.
He really saw her, and she got. I love that you listen because I just re-listened to episodes 5 and 6 recently, just for fun. Why not? Let's just sit and cry because I love to feel close to her and hear her voice. And
Yeah.
I love when people prove me wrong. I love when I make a grand assumption. I'm like, that's gross, and then I'm
Yeah.
like, sign me up. I want that gross thing. I love to be proved wrong, and George
especially
was
by
just,
a man.
I know, right? Doesn't
Well, it was
happen
just so
often.
funny too because you were like, okay, be explicit, and you're expecting to say it, but he was literally like, yeah, and she sucked my cock, and I'm like, what? I was like, I wasn't expecting.
And I had my name tag on.
But it's like if you were expecting someone to show up at the drop of a hat and be horny, they will. You can find. They will do it.
Well, and I think what Molly's going through in that moment is so kind of relatable too, because I think everyone's had the experience of being really sick or injured or something. It kind of reminds me of that Friends episode when Monica has a cold and she wants Chandler to have sex with her. She's like, "Please fuck me." And
Right,
it's
yeah.
it's like everyone has that experience of you're just you're well enough that you still kind of want to have sex.
Isn't that weird? That intersection of I find that interesting. Whenever I go to a funeral, I end up horny, and I don't know why grief and sex match up sometimes for me, but sickness and I can see. But some people are like, God, how could she think about having sex while she was so sick? And I kind of feel like that was her last holding on to feeling alive, was that sexual feeling, and right, I mean, as gross as it might sound, like having an orgasm when you're just so beat up in other parts of your life sometimes feels like that's all I need for just the moment.
Yeah.
Like just for right
Yes.
now. Just give it to me.
Clear the slate for a second, please.
Exactly. Like a reset. Like reset
Yeah.
your phone. Yeah, I know.
Absolutely.
I'm curious too about your instinct, because I mean, I'm so impressed with this like instinct that you had to record these really intense moments that you guys were going through. I mean, was that a
Yeah.
decision that you guys made together of like, just let's always record everything, or like what was that like in real time to kind
God,
of
that's a great
document
question.
that?
Um, it's like going back into the vault of my memories. You know, it's funny, after we did the episodes, the 10 episodes, I just felt this like need, like there's more to the story, and it doesn't end with sex. Like there's so much more here. And the fact that she was writing her book. So I had my iPhone I was in the hospital with her quite a bit, and we'd lay in bed together, or I'd lay next to her. And when the time felt right, like she had the energy, or she felt like she came to a conclusion, because she spent a lot of time awake thinking and asleep and kind of in a dream state. So I think she was processing a lot. And there was never a dull moment in her brain. She never would just be like, let me just watch a really bad TV. I don't think she turned on the TV once in her hospital room.
Real? Oh God!
I
I
would
feel
have
like
been like
I
binging
would.
90 fucking
Yeah,
Day
I would have seen
Beyonce.
so
I
many
Yeah.
Love Island seasons. It would be
Thank you.
disgusting. Yeah.
And I don't even think she turned on, I don't even know if there was a TV.
Interesting.
Occasionally she'd turn on her computer and try to watch a couple episodes, and it just wasn't resonating with her. So I remember saying, do you want to record? And she'd say, let me think about a couple things. And so she was wrapping her brain around what she wanted to share and being very thoughtful. So we recorded probably 4 or 5 times in the hospital. It wasn't that much, but what she said during those recordings was so profound that there was nothing else really to ask. I mean, we talked about all the uncomfortable things. Are you afraid to die? What do you think happens? And how are you feeling? And what, but also like something we didn't talk about because she was so sick is that the procedures that were happening were so intense. Like she was getting a lung tap 2-3 times a week, and there was something so sacred about that. I never wanted to record that. For some reason I didn't, and the producer in me was like, should I? And the human in me was like, nah, nobody needs to be a part of that. But she probably would have been like, yeah, record. I mean, she had no ego, she didn't care, but there were so many sacred moments that I don't know, I wanted to keep some of them private.
Absolutely.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
I'm
think I've
glad you
ever
did.
thought about that till just now. Like I never articulated that till just now. So here we are, therapy. Thanks for the therapy.
That's
You're
what
welcome.
we're here for. Yeah.
Well, I think it's like so healthy when you're going through something so personal that you are going to put out to the public to be like, I am retaining some of this for me, because this isn't just going to be
Yeah.
entertainment. Like this is also a thing that did happen to me in my life that like, regardless, I mean, of what a development person will say more down the line, like, no, this is real. This is me.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's so true. I don't, yeah.
We were joking about the industry, and stuff, but I mean, also, yeah, it is wonderful that you were able to, make the TV show and everything and have such a wonderful result, because obviously it is so close to you,
Yeah.
it would be so hard if it
Oh,
was
God.
something you weren't happy with, or I can't imagine, how hard that would have been. So I'm so
Thank God I
glad that
didn't
it
have
turned
to
out the way it
deal-
did.
Thanks for saying that, because honestly,
Yeah.
like, that would have been really devastating.
Yeah, and it's our fear as in this industry,
Yes.
when you, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's
We've all
You're
gone
giving
through
up
stuff
some control.
that
You're
is like,
letting people into this really
Yeah.
personal thing that happened to you. That's like a very vulnerable position to be.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
when I was on all these calls with all these executives and these amazing people that are making beautiful TV, when there was a sort of a thought that was shared on these calls that was, we're going to make the best show possible, and we're going to share the messiness of the story and the beauty of this friendship, and we really hope people watch. But they weren't making a show for people to watch, right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
and I was so blown away that John Landgraf, the head of FX, who is brilliant, was able to get that as like a man in the world, was like, the story is important and needs to be told, and we really hope that it brings
That's
people.
awesome.
As opposed to how do we make a story
seems...
that's going to bring the people? And
Right.
my showrunners, Liz Merriweather and Kim Rosenstock, were just stunning partners to be with. So I felt a deep trust with them, even when they took liberties and changed things about the order or the person, some things about my personality or whatever. They kept Molly and I so sacred and our connection so sacred, and kept things that were so like her holding my boob and saying that it, reminds her of a hot cup of tea. That is exactly what Molly used to say. So they kept so many really tiny, important things and changed really big things. But I always felt like it was always me and Molly. And so I was lucky to get them on my
To have no one like
team.
pitch a monkey at your grief is really nice. It was really nice. The story's great. The story's great, but I could use a monkey. Monkeys are hot right now. I mean, there's a horrible different world where that happens.
Oh my God, pitch a monkey at your grief. That's the title of a podcast right there. That's fucking funny. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, and honestly, if you just said, Molly, there's an emotional support monkey that's coming to the hospital today, she'd been like, absolutely yes.
I hope that somewhere there's emotional support monkeys.
Right?
We talked about this. There are mini horses that will play
Yeah.
a piano for you as you come out from
Have
under
you seen
anesthesia.
this,
So
Nikki?
What?
Oh,
Joking?
it's a mini horse just going like this on a keyboard as you come out.
yeah.
So
Sign me up. I just want a surgery now. What kind of surgery?
Exactly.
Can I get, please?
I guess they showed me these videos, and like my question is, do they warn you before you go under? Like,
I
when you
hope.
wake
It's like
up?
I hope so, but also I hope not.
Oh my God. One time I got a heart surgery, and they went in through my arteries, like near my vagina, kind of like down there to get to my heart, which I made the joke to the doctor as I was coming out of anesthesia. Well, that's the best way to my heart, through my vagina. And he was like, okay, lady.
Witty.
And then pretty witty. And then he said, do you have any questions? And I said, please tell me you didn't put a penis on me. Who says that to their doctor? And he was like, okay, well, thank you so much. It was nice where he walked. I was like, he was having none of it. But I thought I was so funny and irreverent and edgy. And I was like, I asked him if he actually put a penis on me.
Incredible.
Doctors are a hard audience sometimes. I've
Aren't
definitely
they?
cracked a joke or two that I'm like, oh, okay, I'm the patient. Laugh. I've pity laughed at much worse in my life.
Exactly.
You would think they
I'm a
would appreciate a
professional.
little relief.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I feel like it's kind of like someone coming up to us and trying to like. It's like, all right.
Yeah.
Simmer
Oh,
down.
I like to give it to
I'm a
them.
good audience. I laugh at
Yeah.
doctors. I wish they would laugh at me. I woke up from jaw surgery after being under anesthesia, and like I had it's very disorienting being under
Very.
anesthesia, because it's like it's not like sleep where you kind of know some time has passed. It's like all of a sudden you're awake, right? And I woke up from jaw surgery, and I had like forgotten that I had gotten surgery, and I thought someone had. I was like, wait a minute.
What
There's
happened?
me. And I was like yelling that something happened to my jaw, but my mouth didn't work because it
Bless
had
your heart. That's the worst. That's horrible. And I just read an article, and I preface this by saying this might be a complete crock of shit and not be true. But I read this article, which means I saw something on TikTok where your body feels the pain when you're under anesthesia. Your brain just doesn't remember it.
Oh,
shit.
creepy.
Yeah. You actually still feel it, but your brain, I guess, blocks the memory from being. I don't know. So I'm sure there'll be a doctor in the comment section. But that's not true. But that freaked me out. I was like, wait, so my body's going through that still, and I'm feeling it, but my brain doesn't remember.
I guess that makes sense because like it would have to. Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
is
They just
weird. I don't
block
know.
all
It's
your
freaking me out.
nerve. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. How do brain work? I don't know.
There's a
Somebody
There's a
tell us.
Tales-
I'm sure
oof.
somebody knows.
there's a
Temporary
Tales from the
loss of
Crypt.
sensation or consciousness. But does a loss of consciousness mean that you?
I don't think so.
Just don't remember because
Well-
it does feel like time just disappears when
Yes.
you're under
Yes.
too. It's not like you don't. It's not like sleeping. You don't feel that passage
No.
of time.
Yeah.
Does your body
Weird.
feel pain under anesthetic? Well, no.
We're gonna get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, you know what? I'll come back for another episode about
For a
that.
medical
Yeah, go.
follow-up.
Yeah, we like to do a corrections follow-up episode. With
We'll all go under.
I'll go under
We'll go
live.
under.
Record.
I would do that for you. I would do that for you.
Aw.
Only if you give me.
I'm
only
kind
give
of.
me.
We'll
Is
give you
anyone
an
kind of? I've never gone under. I'm kind of scared.
No,
Like
it's
I'm kind of
scary.
nervous
You
about
never
what I
been?
would.
I'm
No,
horrible at it.
I'm kind of nervous about like what I would say. I don't know. I'm like, would I say something like weird? I'm
You
kind of
Yeah.
freaked out.
Yes.
I know. That's.
You will.
Yes.
And but I'm like scared. I would say I don't know, like a secret. I would or something
might.
like I shouldn't
You might.
say.
you might.
Yeah.
But you're kind of in like nobody who knows you is around. Like you're in kind
Okay,
of like
that's good.
They kind of put you in like a wake up room.
True.
Like-
yeah, they don't let anybody come in.
And you're in there with like other. It's actually really funny because you're in there with other people who are
Everyone's
coming
just
too,
babbling.
and everybody's just kind of like.
What the fuck?
Oh my god, that's funny.
Now this
Ooh,
does
man.
sound like a morning I've experienced before, but it's not exactly the same.
Yeah, you're familiar.
I've
Here's
been
an
waking up in
idea
Vegas
pitch.
with like our hands inside a Cheetos bag in the Hooters hotel.
Well, it's funny
Yeah,
you say
yeah,
that
yeah.
because when Molly was going through one of the most traumatic moments was when she went into the ICU and they intubated her, and we didn't know what was going to happen when we took the tube out, and she had a DNR, which meant like we weren't going to resuscitate her. That we talk about it in the podcast, and it made it into the TV show. I said to her, well, how did you end up intubated? And she said, well, I made the mistake when I was coming out of anesthesia of saying, I don't think I can breathe. So that one thing that she said, which maybe was a sensation of coming out, or maybe she really
Yeah.
Right.
couldn't breathe,
But
but,
they,
you don't
like-
know. And she says that next thing you know, she is intubated. So
Oh my god.
I guess the goal here is just don't go under anesthesia.
If you can
I'm just gonna
avoid
shut
it.
the
Yeah,
fuck
because I
up.
think
Avoid
you're
It's not
think-
pleasant.
No, I mean that's actually it's a really. I have a lot of friends that work in or family that works in healthcare, and the issue of consent is actually something that people like in emergency and ICU have to deal with a lot. because
Yeah.
you
Oh, I'm
deal-
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people coming out from anesthesia, a lot of people who are on like really heavy drugs, saying
Same
different
things,
things than
yeah.
they've outlined previously. Yeah, I mean it's actually like a pretty interesting area of ethics. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense because you're like, well, I'm trying to do what's best for them, but I have to follow what they're saying. But are they in their right mind right now?
Right.
So,
Oh my God.
yeah, that's tough.
You should probably bring
Yeah.
on
Well-
a doctor for that episode. Not
Yeah,
me.
I'm pretty glad I'm not a doctor right now. Actually,
I'm so glad I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
And also I'm glad
Seems
for everyone
rough.
else that I'm not a doctor. 'Cause I would,
I just feel like if I was a
of
doctor,
pressure.
I'd always be going, "What's that? What's that?"
Hold on, I gotta look at the
No
diagram.
one wants to
again.
hear that. What?
How
What
many-
is that?
how many days into med school do you guys each think you would make it?
How many? What?
How
Zero.
many days into med school?
Oh, days. Okay. I'm gonna give 13. Probably too
That's
many.
very specific.
Yeah.
Do they? I have a question.
I'm thinking I make it like the first 2 weeks, and then I'm like, fuck
then
this,
Yeah,
basically.
So you don't go for
Yeah.
the last one.
The,
Yes, Nikki.
the
question?
second week is like the second week has Monday off, so it's actually 2
Well,
full
it's like
weeks.
you guys know the first week of
It's a 3-day
school.
weekend.
The first week of school is just getting your syllabus and like buying new notebooks and stuff. Like
That's
what?
true.
What am I?
Are there
I can
snacks?
bullshit
Are
that
there
long.
snacks at medical school? Because if there's snacks in medical school,
No, it's
then-
probably just
You could
shitty
last
like
longer.
shitty
Yeah, there's-
vending
No.
machines like anywhere
then
else.
no, I don't want to go.
Yeah, it's vending machines, but a lot of vending machines.
Lots.
Mm.
I really thought I was going to be a vet for a hot minute, which means
Really?
you have to go to a version of medical school. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Are
that's
you a big
I
animal lover?
Yeah.
Obsessed. I have issues.
give us the rundown. What
Yeah,
do you got?
Well,
Yeah.
I
What
am
do you got?
obsessed with
What's the
very
love?
large breed dogs.
Oh,
Oh.
how fun.
My first dog that I ever got was a kind of a weird thing. Like I'm super into dog rescue. I do dog rescue. I help foster. I love doing that. But-
Tess is a huge
Are
rescue
you?
person too. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Well, I'm in the market for looking for my new soulmate. So
Oh no, you better watch out. You're about to get a lot of texts.
I was like, I thought I got a
You're
lot of
about to
dick
get a
pics.
lot.
Now I'm getting like
So
puppy
many
pics.
people find yes.
But I
They're all
I,
fixed, but here they are.
Yes, exactly. All been neutered and spayed. Thank you. I'm just really excited about I'm nervous because my first dog was a ginormous. I got her from the penny saver. It was not a good situation. I didn't know much about rescue. I didn't want to go buy a dog, but then I was looking, And first of all, who looks at the pony saver still? It's 1902.
That's
I was like,
incredible.
"Oh." And someone was like, Great Dane puppies. And I was like, what? Who's giving? So when I got there, the guy was like, well, whatever we don't give away today, we're probably going to euthanize. And I was like,
What?
wait. They were trying to get a certain color. Gross. And
I
ended up
hate-
getting none. So they were giving away puppies.
Disgusting.
And so I'm holding the puppy, and my ex-husband is looking at me standing next to the dad dog, who's like on his hind legs and like is 6'5". And my husband looks at me at the time and goes, "We're not taking a puppy from this." And I said,
They're huge.
Sorry, she's in
You're
my
like,
arms.
no, it's already happened.
And her name is Gertrude,
It's
and she was a 220-pound Great Dane.
Stop
Oh,
So I had her.
Baby.
And then my next dog, I rescued. I basically stole her from someone's yard because they were abusing her.
Yep.
And she was a Saint Bernard. And so
Aw.
I just have this big space in my heart for a large breed dog. So,
Yeah.
or maybe I just need two medium-sized dogs.
No,
I don't know.
like as someone who, as a rescue person, like the bigs really need their advocates, and
Yes.
so I would say
Yeah.
if that's your thing, I really always like encourage people to get the bigs because there's so many good ones, and like especially
And people are scared. If you have experience, like go for it, because people are
Yeah.
scared of adopting them.
I'm good with the big dog. I'm good. Like I'm good with boundaries. I'm good
Yeah,
with
my
training.
my grandma had bull mastiffs growing up, so
Oh,
I was always
wow. Oh,
around
those are
big dogs. Yeah, they're
huge.
giant and they're so sweet. I mean,
Lovely.
idiots, but they were so
I
sweet.
know, like so.
I loved
Yes.
them.
So maybe you guys can help me. That's
oh my
that's
God,
the
it would
next
be
podcast
my
episode.
absolute
Yeah.
honor.
Consider it
Absolute
done.
honor.
Anesthesia, surgery, medical school.
Rescue
You're gonna
dog.
come out of anesthesia with a
Right.
big next
With
to a
a
Great
giant
Dane.
puppy.
Yeah.
I know.
Do you like how I'm just advocating for myself to be a host of the show?
We're in, sure.
just like
You're in the rotation.
Fourth lady.
Next time one of us is not available, really get Nikki on.
I love you guys.
Well, okay, this is a big test then. We're gonna do a lady problem. So this is
Yes.
a big part of being a lady to lady host is
Advice.
we're gonna give advice.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's get serious.
All right, let's go.
If you have a
Okay,
lady problem,
easy.
send it to us at ladytoladycomedy@gmail.com. You can also give us a phone call at 323-6-BUT-30. That's right.
Put
We
the number
got-
in your phone, Nikki. Feel free to call us.
We got a
anytime
butt
you
phone
want.
number
Yeah.
specifically for this. Oh,
You'll
wait,
be
I
so
had
annoyed
it.
because all the voice memos are going to be from me. You'll be like, oh my God,
Please.
again?
We
Please
encourage-
do.
Yeah.
You would
Love
love
it.
it. Okay, here it is. Hold on one second. All right.
Hey, ladies. I'm calling you with a lady to lady problem. So I work in healthcare, and I needed to find an employee to fill a spot in our role. Super easy job. And so I thought, I'll ask this girl from a previous employer to apply. She was a hard worker, so I thought, we need hard workers. Let's do it. She applied. She got the job. And it went so bad, she did not present as she needed to be. Moral of the story, she's quitting. Now I need to figure out how to break up with her. During her short tenure in my healthcare area, she became so needy and texted me all the time, but I just wanted to make it work, so I would text her back and be like, yeah, okay. But now I think she thinks I'm her best friend. I don't know if she's ever had any friends.
Oh.
Either way, I keep friends out of the workplace. I'm just there to work. I wanted to create a good crew. I thought she'd be a good fit. She wasn't. So now her last day is tomorrow. I am so looking forward to it. But I basically want to ghost her and block her. I don't want to hear about her problems anymore. She has very unhealthy attachment. So, looking for, you guys have talked about this before, but what's the right way to ghost her? And how many days do I got to go before I block her? Also, I found out after the fact that she was MAGA. Like,
Oh.
who the hell is MAGA in 2025? I
Right.
don't understand. There's a lot of them out there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I need to break up with her. I need to block her. I need to figure out what to do. But what's the appropriate way? Just say fuck it and block her? That's what I think I'm going to do. Her last day is tomorrow. I think by the next day she's going to be blocked.
I love this.
Never recommending
She
anyone
solved it herself.
to
Yeah.
interview
Yeah.
again. Okay,
She just needed to talk it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. She literally solved her problem as she was talking. And also, I don't know about you guys, but towards the middle of this problem, I was like feeling a little bit of sympathy
Mm-hmm.
for the coworker.
Yeah,
And when
right.
she was like, she's MAGA, I was like, ghost her. Never.
Yeah. Bye.
100%. I was like, oh, she's struggling. She just needs a friend. Oh, she's an asshat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, block her. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Go to a QAnon forum, lady. You'll find your people over there. Leave me the hell alone.
Yeah.
By the way, I think, sorry, I just saw a comment and I'm like, are we, I guess we went live and I didn't know on
Wait,
YouTube
what?
somehow.
We've been live on YouTube.
Ha ha ha.
Oh my God. You're welcome, guys. You're getting a live
Hi.
recording. Oh my God, that's so funny.
That's so fun. We just started using Riverside and I said record, but I didn't think I said go live,
I
but
think it
Shut
was me, Babs.
oh, it was you.
Shut up. Yeah, we're getting comment. Oh,
That's
Hi, Jem.
hilarious.
God.
Man, Nikki,
You
are you an
guys.
ant? Because this
We're
feels very.
ants.
We're all ants, and this is what ants
ants.
do.
Yeah.
We just
Yeah.
got anted so hard.
Yeah.
We are
Man.
anting.
We're
We're
anting
anting.
so hard, and you guys are watching it happen live.
Shut.
I mean, look, I'm pretty proud. We haven't done anything we need to cut out, so look,
Yeah.
it's fine.
I know,
It's good.
right?
Yeah. Killing
Listen,
it.
You
this
guys,
is
look how
your-
professional we are.
We're
I
We're
know,
very
we're
good at
killing it.
this.
And also, we totally meant to do this. And
1,000%.
welcome. Actually, this is your reward for following us on YouTube. You're welcome.
Jem said, "Oh, I was like 2 lives in 1 month. We're being fed." Great. Yep.
Oh
This was
my
an on purpose
Wow.
feeding
Yep.
session.
Guys, this is so amazing. It was meant to be.
It was.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
was. Listen, the energy felt too good to hold off.
That's
on,
true.
On letting the rest of
The,
world
the
know.
world should be experiencing this currently.
I'm like, what did I say? Did I
You're
say
good. Everything's been good.
I
Everyone's
really
Everything's
didn't
been
want
good.
to cut anything out, Nikki, because
No, too late. Live.
cat's out of the
It's
bag.
out.
Yeah.
No, I don't even care.
Incredible.
I've also learned like the possibility of this happening pretty high in life.
Yeah.
Pretty high in just life where we're like, do we just broadcast to the whole United States? Yes, we did.
Yes.
And
we
the
did.
world.
The
Oh my
world.
God.
What's
We're
up,
amazing.
everyone?
International.
Good we are. Look how
Oh
good we
my
are live.
God. We're amazing live. We should always be live. Oh my God. I'm going to be honest. I saw the red circle and it said live.
I
wasn't
just
even
thought it meant we
thinking.
were recording.
And that's what I
Right.
thought too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of
Okay,
you.
all right.
New
Well,
program, everybody. That's
let's-
fine.
don't freak out.
You guys, this poor person needs our advice.
I
and
know,
we're
I know.
So
I know.
sidetracked. No, I'm
I
just
know.
kidding.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I mean, like we said, she did kind of by the end. I think this happens with a lot of people call in and they just need to hear themselves talk it out, you know.
Yeah.
But it sounds like, and the good thing is, if you're in the place where you think you can block her, then do it. Because like I think sometimes you're like, oh, I feel bad or I feel weird, and if you don't feel, then fucking go for
Yeah.
it.
Agree.
Yeah.
We got it. You got a gas tank and you got your friends that get your gas, and like if new people are coming in, it's got to be give and take. So I'm a fan of like, hey, hope you're well. We had a great run. It was really great working with you. Hope you have like a great time in life and good luck. And then like that's the
Just
exit.
like-
then
you like
just
to give a
ignore.
proper breakup.
That's
like a
nice.
little, yeah, but it's a text.
Yeah.
It's not like a phone call. It's like a
No.
Yeah.
And then I put it through Chat GPT and like they say like make this kind. Can you make this a little softer?
Yeah.
And then I remove the
Make this
dashes
kind.
so that people don't know that it's ChatGPT.
Right. You remove the sixth thumb.
Yes.
The emojis, the bullet points, the
Yes.
bold. Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. No.
yeah, no, I-
think, yeah, because my thing is like if you're gonna ghost blocking someone, especially, I think it's a pretty unambiguous message you're sending there.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Yeah.
seem ready to take that step, listener.
I mean, and the thing is, it's so hard when you recommend somebody you don't know somebody, until you work with them or
Yeah.
live with them, right? Like,
Yeah.
and so you
my God.
recommended this person thinking it was going to be fine, and you didn't know. And I mean, honestly, I'm so grateful that she's leaving. Like, thank
Yes.
God,
Yeah.
because
She's
that
not
you're not dealing with
staying.
like, oh my God, I got
Ugh.
this girl hired and she sucks, and now I have to deal with her forever.
Yes.
You get to say goodbye, so that's amazing.
Yes.
is.
You know what surprises me about how this went down for her is like, I feel like a lot of people do the opposite, where like you hire a friend who you only know in a social context and they're great people, but then they suck at work.
Yes.
Seems like she hired this person because she thought she was good at work, which I feel like that's a real bummer
I know.
twist of fate for. I think the listener had good instincts of
Yeah.
hiring what she thought
Sounds
was
like
a
it,
hard
yeah.
worker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people just are rotting from the inside because of their political beliefs and can't.
That's so accurate. Oh
It's
my
catching up with them. I don't know.
Necrosis has finally set in. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think but she saw, block her,
Yeah.
boy bye.
And when you block someone on text, is that they get the green back? Is that what happens?
Oh.
Is it that I think?
Yes.
Or
I think
like-
it is. Yeah, they see it turns. If you have an iPhone, it turns green.
Okay.
I think. I don't. It's been a while. Like I don't think I've tried to text someone who's blocked me since I was
Right.
like 25. So,
Yeah, it's been a minute.
God, I've never really thought about who has me blocked before.
I know. I just picked up my phone and I was like,
I have one. There's only one person I know of for sure.
who
But-
and why?
My ex girlfriend.
Blocked
Toxic relationship. Toxic
Yeah.
relationship. I mean, I blocked her. I would assume she's blocked me, but I don't fucking know. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, there's a few people like I was cleaning up my computer recently and like I had to delete a bunch of my text messages because it takes up a ton of room.
Yeah.
And it'll show you your list of who you have blocked on your on your messages on your computer. And I was like, there's only a few names because most of it's spam, you know. But
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, there's a reminder of people I don't like.
God, that's so good.
My
All right, well,
Facebook
thank you.
list is deep. I have my Facebook block list. I hair trigger over there because for a while I was trying to maintain the peace because I was just like I don't care. But oh man, I'll go into someone's bad post and then block every person on there so they never even have a whiff of me.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
I've
you don't.
I've
deserve a
definitely
whiff."
seen someone in a separate comment thread and just blocked them because of how awful they were.
Wow.
Out of precaution.
That was
Yeah.
like but I think that was the last straw for me on Twitter because I like had quit and then I came back because I needed somewhere to yell about the election and then when he stopped letting you block people, I was like, well,
Yeah.
I'm out because if I
Right.
have someone
Yes.
blocked on here, they've sent me like a picture
Exactly.
with like a
No,
text on my
they're
phone,
not. If
like,
I've
I'm
gone through the
not-
effort to do that,
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
I know. I miss Twitter.
Me too.
R.I.P.
yeah. I used to be fun.
R.I.P.
Yeah. Wow. Man.
Nikki, what's your preferred social platform? Do
You
have
know,
any?
I'm anting it a little bit, Brandy.
Good.
I'm anting it. I'm anting
Good.
it because I really like still Instagram.
yeah.
I really
That's mine
enjoy
too.
it. I
Same.
like the pictures. I like the feed. I like the immediate direct
That's where the ants live. And look, my
Yeah.
aunt
It
Connie,
is
who
where the
listens to
ants
the show,
live.
that's
Yeah.
where she messages us on
Yeah.
Yeah.
on
Aunt
4
Connie.
different accounts.
Yeah, we love
Yep.
Aunt
Yeah.
Connie. She is always Aunt Connie. She was we did a Zoom call with her, and she's the first person I've ever experienced who she called us on Zoom on her phone.
Yes, my aunt. Yeah, she
used
zoomed
the
in
phone
from her.
number.
Yeah.
I
That
was
was
like,
incredible.
Ant power. Yeah. We didn't even know that was possible.
She out-anted
Wow,
all of
okay.
us.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
beautiful.
I mean,
no,
I guess
Instagram is a
Facebook
place
is-
for ants for sure.
Isn't Facebook the OG ant
Yes.
vibe? And now
Yeah.
Instagram is slightly anti?
And it might
think-
still be.
yeah.
I just am not over there, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it depends on
Well-
who that ant voted for too. I think it's
It could.
100%.
I will say, do you guys
Yeah.
still? Well, I guess Tess doesn't really have a Facebook anymore, but I'm so people are so sweet. Like on your birthday, I'll have a lot of people say happy birthday to me on Facebook, and I like tried to go through and comment, and I was like, I can't do this. Like
It's
it's making me be on this website too
Yeah, don't
long,
do
and
it.
I
Yeah.
felt bad. I was like appreciative, but I'm like I can't do
I
this.
think they can forgive you. I don't think I've looked for a response to a birthday message. So I think they just
Okay.
give it to
They
you
just wanna say it.
and not looking for a response. Let's just hope that's how people
I'm
are.
like somebody who kind of
Yeah.
likes to use their birthday as a time to like detach. I'm like, this is the one day I have an excuse to not look at my phone or
Yeah,
something, you
you
know?
really
Yeah.
have to. Yeah.
for sure. Oh my god. So
Yeah.
so Instagram is my place. And I actually, if anybody watches the show or listens to the podcast and then they respond on Instagram, I usually end up going back and forth with them because they're so thoughtful and
Oh,
lovely.
that's
So-
nice.
And like
Aw.
at Nikki Boyer, like honestly, if you want to follow me, I'm slightly obsessed with everyone on just that has the time to listen and then thoughtfully respond and send me a message. Like it's just I feel very connected to the amazing people on Instagram because I've gotten maybe 5 hate messages out of thousands of lovely messages.
I mean,
That's amazing.
Five.
it's like
I'm not kidding.
I
it's
mean, but it
yeah.
makes sense. I mean,
Totally.
I think, like it's not. It doesn't seem like it's a show that people would watch or
True.
listen to like be shitty.
Right.
Like, you're not.
I mean, I'm impressed that anybody found a way to be shitty about it.
Right.
You know, they
That's
did,
true.
and
No,
and
and
they,
that's-
Well, they will.
persevered.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they will find a way. But it is
Yeah.
a heavy lift to be like, I'm going to listen to 6 podcasts, do my work,
Right.
and then and that honestly is like junior level hating.
No, you're
So
right.
much effort.
Like, I'm gonna give you the downloads.
Yeah,
Well, this
exactly.
brings us to a good space to
perfect.
finish up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
follow
Yeah,
her
so everyone
live.
can
We're
follow you
live,
at Nikki
so-
Boyer on this.
Live. I can't believe we're still live.
That's so. I thank God we know, because you know what, we could have stopped and like been talking shit afterwards and not known. So thank
Thanks,
God.
Jim.
So true.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
You guys, I have to say thanks. Just like thank you. Thanks for having me. Thanks for letting me talk about Molly and this like really amazing project that's changed my life. And just getting to hang out with the 3 of you has been such a joy. Thank you.
Oh.
Absolutely.
No,
Thank
we
you
were
for
so
sharing
excited
her
when
with
we saw your
us.
name come through our inbox. So it's been a joy to have you on. And yeah, thank you for making such great work. Yeah, let everyone, so they can all follow you on Instagram. Is there anything else you want to shout out to
I
everybody?
would love to mention Molly's book that she actually wrote as she was dying, which is really profound. It's like a little novella. It's like a little memoir, and I published it for her after she passed away, and it's called Screw Cancer, Becoming Whole by Molly Cochin, and it's on Amazon. I just put it up there. It's her book, but she wrote it as she was processing all of it. So I think it's if you love her and you love the story, it's kind of a deeper, darker dive into her writing, and her writing's so beautiful. And her blog is still up. It's called Everything Leads to This. I forgot about it until recently. It is stunning. Her blog is stunning. So if anybody likes the way she speaks and wants to, have more of her, that's where you can find
And she
her.
did the blog anonymously, right? Or did, at some
Yeah.
point she like,
Eventually,
yeah, she said it was her.
Isn't that amazing? I know.
That's
So,
awesome.
Yeah,
That's
she loved to
beautiful.
write. So
No,
if you
I'm 100%, like I said, just finished the podcast again. I'm going to pick up the book because I can't,
Aw,
I want to
thanks, Babs.
hear more from her too. Yeah, she is such an amazing person. So thank you for sharing her with us too.
Thank you so much.
All right,
And, yeah.
everybody.
Thanks you guys for being here, and thank you, Jim, for being here live.
Thanks, Jim, for
Shout out to Jem.
tuning in. And for, if anyone watched this live, thanks. Also, we're on YouTube now, if you can't tell. So go to YouTube. Follow us on there. You might get a live recording.
Oh my god.
You never
So I actually
know.
really need to get off of here because if we talk shit, it's going live.
Yeah.
We're going to
Well,
stop.
we're
I think
gonna
we can
stop
stop
it.
the
We're
live.
gonna
So
stop
we'll.
now.
Okay,
Let's
bye,
see.
everybody.
Last words, bye.
Bye.
Bye.